Hey folks, welcome to another Absolutely Outdoors. Today we're in Hatchachubby, Alabama. We're with Lynn Jones and we're at the Pat O'Neill's place. But tell us a little bit about the trial, how it got started, and just talk to us.
Well, okay, Miss Pat O'Neill's, of course, been doing field trials almost her entire life. She and Mr. John, they've been tremendous patrons of the sport. Mr. John and Miss Pat both have had championship dogs that won at Grand Junction, Tennessee, the national championship. And Miss Pat, these are her grounds right here, and there are different clubs that actually have field trials here. It's a great sport. If you love horses and dogs, then you'd love the sport of field trialing. And essentially what it is you have typically 2 horses, 2 handlers, 2 dogs, and 2 scouts, and a couple of judges. And there's some guidelines about all that kind of stuff, but anyway, the dogs, it's a working performance, and they go out and try to find quail. And you know, they're judged on style of run, they're judged on sometimes how many birds they find, how they handle. You know, we like for them to stay 10 to 2. And you know, it's kind of like the best dog and the best handler wins. Sometimes the handler screws up, and that's it, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been in this quite a while.
Yeah, thanks to Jack Arlington. He's another one that's been around a long time and involved in the sport, and I kind of went kicking and screaming, but once you get hooked, you're hooked.
You're hooked.
You're hooked, and I'm hooked. Yeah.
Right. Well,
so I have my own dogs now and, you know, help scout and do things like that.
Okay.
But we really appreciate Miss Pat and, you know, her allowing us to have field trials here. It's a great sport. We need more involved, more children involved, and more people involved. And a lot of times people even later in life will do that.
Yeah.
So it's like a second career, you know.
Right. Well, we're gonna walk around and take some pictures of the dogs and horses, and then we're gonna follow y'all.
Okay.
So you're gonna scout, and tell them what scout means.
Well, that just means like your dog's supposed to stay 10 to 2, and if the dog gets a little off, or maybe the dog has a point, and you know, with all the sage you can't see the dog, well, then the scout has to find the dog.
Right.
You know, and call point, and then the handler will come and get off the horse and flush the bird, and hopefully the bird will be there and not just old scent or something, and shoot. And all that kind of things counts for the working performance of the dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you got to go.
Yeah.
We're going to follow you, and good luck. Okay, we're out here now. This is what they call the breakaway. They're going to put 2 dogs down. As you can see, the 2 dogs, pan right over there, Craig. You can see the 2 dogs, and they're ready for the trial to start. We were talking about we need some youngsters in the field trials. Look at the little girl with the orange cap on. You see her there, Craig? She started off right. Okay, they turned them loose. Yeah. Okay, this is what they call the gallery. These people that's riding and watching. Okay, they're on their way.
Now they're looking for dogs out here. The handler miss, you know. See, now she'll go across.
Are you picking Jack up okay?
She'll go this way, looking for a dog.
Nice horse right there.
Ain't that a nice horse?
It's a nice horse.
Okay. You see, you got your. Now, Alan Adkins, the guy that's running the trial, is going to run a national champion the next race. You want to? I'll bring you on in.
Okay.
It's the same place. Yeah. Now, see, my dog was on point right there. It took me about 30 years, but I broke my collarbone and he almost pushed it through. A feeder and a call bird in that box. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Pat don't use it anymore. Up above there, he's got feed and water. then he'll call the cubby in to that feeder. That's a call bird. Got it? Did he shoot? Huh? Did he shoot? He didn't shoot. Huh? Oh. What he's doing is making contact with his dog. Now you got both of them. Yeah, it's about what? 20 minutes till 9. Head on top of her head waving like this, it's a point.
Oh, it is?
Now he put it back on, he waved it off. Oh, I don't know her. Nobody's looking out for it. Yeah, that's the guy up there. Already had 2 fires. Let's see if I can get you up there. Nah, he ain't. No, there it's coming out. He should have found birds in there.
There may be something in there, though.
Yeah. When? Beautiful lake.
Big old nice lake there.
There you go. If she gets herself out, grab a hold of that stuff and pulls herself out of the lake, that's where she enters with her cue. Gosh, there's some good fish in here, boy. Everything.
Do it again, do it again.
Hi everyone, my name is Christian Godbout here at Mulberry Creek Kennels, and I'm here to give you your dog tip of the week. This here is Moose. He's an 8-week-old chocolate lab, and we're going to talk about how to crate train your puppy. It's very important that you crate train your puppy. You get them used to being in something and potty training them. And one thing that you want to keep in mind is don't get too big of a kennel, because you only want to give him enough space for him to sleep in there. You don't want him going potty in one corner and sleeping in the other. That defeats the purpose. You're trying to teach him to hold it and let you know when he needs to go outside. You also want to make sure that when you're feeding and watering him, you don't do it too late. So you maybe want to feed him at 6 o'clock and pick up his water after that, so he doesn't have to go potty late in the night. And keep the crate near where you're sleeping so you can hear when he gets up and you can let him out whenever he needs to go. This teaches him to let you know when he needs to go out. So in the house, he'll let you know when he needs to go out instead of just going whenever he wants. And that is your dog tip of the week. Thank you.
Hey folks, we are here in Hatchachubby. We're at the Mac McClung Memorial Field Trial. We're with Miss Pat O'Neill and Lynn Jones and an old friend of mine, Tim Simpson, over there. Swing over and let Tim say hey to us. And
good morning. How's everybody doing?
Anyway, like I say, we're here with Miss Pat O'Neill, and I'll just let you ask the questions, Lynn. How about that?
Okay, all right. Well, first of all, I want to say how much we appreciate Miss Pat O'Neill allowing us to use these field trial grounds here in Hatchachubby, Alabama, the great outdoors. And Miss Pat and her husband and his father before him have been avid field trial participants. In fact, both Mr. John O'Neill, Sr. and Jr., were field trial Hall of Famers. Had great dogs, and they've also been great patrons of this sport. Miss Pat O'Neill just decided that she might not ride a horse just last year. Up to then, she's pretty much your whole life, right, Miss Pat? You've been participating in field trials and fishing out in, where'd y'all go fishing, Miss Pat?
Montana.
In Montana, that's right. At Yellowstone
Yes.
National Park.
And then, of course, I got 5 lakes here.
Okay. But anyway, so we're involved in this field trial, and hold on just a minute. Stop it just a minute. I got
He can just,
Oh, okay. So I guess I was just trying to think, since we'd already said stuff like that earlier.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Just do it
You're doing
again,
good.
sort of?
You're doing good.
Okay, all right. I just didn't know kind of where you want me to go, whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say something about field too.
Can I say
Okay.
something? She was also one of the first female field trials.
Oh, I sure will.
Yeah.
I sure will. Okay.
And
All right.
about
So
Mr.
just
Field.
keep going now,
Yeah.
son? Is that right? Okay. And Miss Pat O'Neill really kind of holds her own place in history in that she was one of the first female field trial participants. And then there are people like me that kind of tried to fill her footprints, but we're not doing too good at it. But anyway, this is a great sport. Alan Adkins is the president of our Russell County Field Trial Club. And a lot of different field trial clubs host field trials here. And it's just a great sport. If you love dogs and horses, then this is where you want to be. And Mr. Phil Tomlinson is the son-in-law of Mr. Mac McClung, and this particular field trial is named after Mr. Mac McClung, and Mr. Phil Tomlinson's been a great supporter. And in fact, you might want to just take a picture of the saddle over there.
Great.
And you can see that he's donated these items for the participants. We usually have a first, second, and third place in these what we call the amateur stakes. But we're having a good day, good weather, got some good dogs, people from California, Montana, New
Couple
York.
from New York, yeah, I saw some from New York.
Right. They just come from all over the United States, and the American Field Trial Association actually includes the country of Japan. So
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Japan, and then all of the United States. And anybody else, Miss Pat, I'm forgetting, that is a part of the American Field Trial Association? That's
Probably some Canadians.
Canadians, that's right.
Okay,
Good.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
I just want to say that we've had a great time. I appreciate Lynn, you and Miss Pat letting us come down today, and this is a annual event, and so we're going to be here next year.
Good.
It's
Good.
gonna- it's a lot
Yeah,
of
we'll
fun.
have an open competition, I think in March, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
So this
well,
is like the
we'll-
amateur, and open is where your pros are involved.
We'll
so.
be back in March.
Okay,
then.
good. That sounds great.
All right, for
Thank you for
CTV
coming.
Beam, I'm Steve Abbott, Lynn Jones, and Miss Pat over there. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.